Abraham Lincoln.
Hello, my dear friends. Have you ever heard the story of the President of the United States who bent down to help a bird fly back into its nest? Or the story of the president who couldn't read until he was 13 years old? If you haven't, then you're in for a treat. Today, we'll tell you the incredible story of the honest president. His name was Abraham Lincoln. His family was very poor. They did not have a big house or fancy toys. His home was made of logs with cracks between the wood where the cold wind came in during the winter. When it rained, drops sometimes fell right on his bed. But Abe never complained. He loved exploring the woods, chasing squirrels and fishing in the nearby creek. Abe's mother, Nancy, was his biggest hero. She taught him to be kind to everyone, even strangers. She often said, "Abe, when you help others, you help yourself." This lesson stayed in his heart forever. But life was not always happy. When Abe was just 9 years old, his mother died. The little boy cried for days. Imagine losing your best friend and guide when you were so small. Abe felt lonely, but he decided to be strong, just like his mother wanted. Abe did not go to school much, only about 1 year in total. Can you believe that? But he loved learning so much that he would borrow books from neighbors, walking miles barefoot just to read. Sometimes he read under a tree, sometimes by the fireplace, and sometimes while lying on the floor with his dog curled up beside him. His favorite books were about heroes, fairy tales, and history. Once he borrowed a book about George Washington, but it rained, and the book got wet. Abe was so worried. He went to the book's owner and promised to work for 3 days in his farm to pay for the damage. That's why people started calling him Honest Abe. Abe was very tall for his age, taller than almost everyone in town. He was strong too, from working on farms and cutting trees. But he wasn't just strong in body, he was strong in mind. He loved telling jokes and funny stories. People gathered around him in the village to laugh at his tales. But inside, Abe always dreamed of helping people in a bigger way. He wanted to fight unfairness and make the world better. Abe worked many jobs: farmer, storekeeper, rail splitter, cutting logs for fences, and even boatman. One day, while working in a store, he saw poor farmers being cheated. That made him angry. He decided to learn the law so he could protect people. Studying law wasn't easy. He had no teacher, no computer, not even a proper desk. He read law books by candlelight and taught himself everything. Soon, he became a lawyer who defended the weak and fought against cheats. People respected him because he never lied and always kept his promises. In those days, America had a terrible problem: slavery. And many African American men, women, and children were forced to work without pay, treated as property, and separated from their families. Abe hated this. He believed all people should be free. Abe entered politics. He gave powerful speeches about freedom and fairness. Some people loved him, others hated him, but Abe never gave up. In 1860, something amazing happened. He was elected President of the United States. But soon after he became president, the country split into two groups, the North and the South, and a terrible war began. This was called the Civil War. Families were divided, cities burned, and thousands of soldiers fought. Abe felt so sad, but he worked day and night to keep the country together. He often visited soldiers, shook their hands, and listened to their stories. Even in the darkest times, he gave hope. On January 1st, 1863, Abe signed a special paper called the Emancipation Proclamation. This declared that all slaves in the South were free. People cheered, cried, and prayed for him. Many saw Abe as a hero who kept the promise of his childhood, to help those who could not help themselves. Abe had many enemies. They tried to kill him several times. Once a man approached him and shouted, "Mr. President, you are a tyrant. You will be assassinated." Then another man said, "Don't worry, Mr. President, I'll kill you." But Abe was not afraid. He believed what he was doing was right. He kept working to end slavery and make America a better place for everyone. During the war, a woman wrote to Abe, "My son has gone to the war and left me alone. I am scared." Abe answered her with a letter full of kindness. He wrote, "I am troubled to know you are alone and fear you may suffer. The government will never forget you." After the war, Abe helped former slaves find homes and jobs. He also started schools and hospitals for them. He wanted them to have a better future. And guess what? It worked. Many former slaves became farmers, teachers, and even doctors. Abe pardoned people who fought against him. He said, "We must learn to forget. We can't keep talking about the past forever." One day, Abe was driving his carriage through the streets of Washington, D.C., when suddenly he stopped. Why? Because a small bird had fallen out of its nest. People passing by kept walking. They didn't even notice the poor bird. But Abe stopped his carriage, bent down, and picked up the baby bird. He put the bird back into its nest, and it flew away, chirping happily. All the people watching couldn't believe what they had seen. A president taking care of a small bird. Everyone thought, how can such a great leader be so humble and kind? In April 1865, just days after the war ended and freedom was secured, something tragic happened. Abe was at a theater when a man shot him. The next morning, the nation cried. They had lost their beloved leader, but Abe's dream did not die. His words, "Government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth," still inspire people today. The lesson for us children, remember, Abe was once a poor boy who read books under a tree. He faced loss, poverty, and danger, but he never stopped being kind, never stopped learning, and never stopped helping others. So if you ever feel small or powerless, think of Honest Abe, the boy from the log cabin who changed the world. Now it's time for the most important part. Your turn to speak. Tell us, which fact surprised you the most about Abraham Lincoln? Was it that he couldn't read until he was 13 years old? That he became president despite his lack of education? Or his incredible rise from poverty to leadership? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to check out our previous videos. You might enjoy them too. Here you'll find stories about famous people, amazing places, and exciting events from around the world. We've got something for everyone. So click on the video and get ready for more fun and learning. And now it's time to say goodbye. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey through the life of Abraham Lincoln. Remember, children, if a poor boy from a log cabin can become the president of a nation, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Keep dreaming big. Stay curious, and always remember the importance of honesty, kindness, and perseverance. Just like Honest Abe, you can make a difference in this world. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss any of our exciting stories. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and keep believing in your dreams. And always remember, you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. Goodbye